I'm Tony Ray, hailing from San Diego, California.
Which of course in German means a whale's vagina.
And I'm 24 years old. I get lost. I feel like I can see music, just something I'm hearing. Like I feel every length of every sound. I feel like everything has like a color to it, a different texture to it. I grew up loving to dance already. Like even though like I formally joined the dance community like 5 years ago, like hopped into a studio for the first time, saw house dance and just saw dance and classes, choreography for the first time. I was like, what the hell is all this? Excuse my language. Am I allowed to cuss? Is that a thing? All right, cool. I'd been growing up watching the MTV videos, the ABDCs, the, you know, So You Think You Can Dance, all that kind of stuff. And I was already inspired to dance because I saw people dancing and that looked fun. But to really chase after it and like really make me go for it was not knowing what I wanted to do in life and knowing that the one thing that made me extremely happy was just dancing. Yeah. I finally found like the one thing I could call home, and I just wanted to do that every day. So just being happy with it was enough to really make me keep going with it from like day one. Oh man, Just Taboo was crazy. Just Taboo 2019. All right, first of all, I had Khalif, so I was like, homeboy hit me up. He was like, we were in Tokyo, and he was like, hey T, let's do Just Taboo. And I was like, wait, hold on a minute, hold on. Now, I know you're joking, but it's all good. Like, you don't gotta joke like that. The experience of Just Taboo itself, yo, it was wild. Battled in Sweden, we won the qualifier, went to Just Taboo in Paris final. Stood on that stage, man, yo, the pressure was on, and it was like thousands of people, like over 15,000 people, and all eyes on 4 people on that stage, man. It was insane. But I felt so comfortable standing next to my big homie, and I knew like I was good because I know he can handle his business. All I gotta do is focus on myself and handle my business. And I was able to rise to that occasion, and we ended up taking the whole thing. I had to dig deep in that final. And that's because there were a lot of things running through my mind at that moment in time. The world doesn't really know this, but I mean, I guess they will like after this. But just about a month before France, my grandmother passed away. So going through a lot like with my family, you know. So that kind of like had a part in me really letting a lot out and just wanting to dance and connect as best as I could. So that was pretty tough, and letting that come out organically, letting my feelings, how I love to dance, how I perceive my dance, and letting that shine on a stage that big in front of that many people while keeping my shit together was pretty tough in a final kind of battle. So I would say that was the biggest challenge. I don't go with the intention of being judged, I go with the intention of putting myself out there. I would say it would be a lot easier if you're comfortable with yourself, but if you're not comfortable with yourself, then go become comfortable with yourself first. You know, like it'll make it easier. Everyone's path is completely different, but I know some people are scared. Some people are really scared. Really fucking scared. But you know, at the end of the day, I think we're in a moment in time in the freestyle community where, you know, we just show love to people for simply giving effort. Not in a way that's like, we're giving you mad props. It's like, we're showing you love because you are showing up and you are putting the step forward. As long as you know where you're at, yeah, within that, because some people don't know where they stand. You know, with their skills and what they've done and the dues they've paid. You know, some people think they're above others, and, you know, we just need to all remember where we come from and, you know, humble ourselves a little bit. If we want to talk about training, yeah. That you have to at least give yourself 10 minutes a day. Because 10 minutes when you're not feeling it, you know, it's like, well, at least I danced for 10 minutes and I moved. That's day one. Next day you dance for 10 minutes, you're kind of feeling it, 10 minutes turns into 20, turns into 30, turns into an hour. I don't want to see separation anymore. Okay, I don't want to say like the freestylers, the choreo heads. I don't want to see that anymore. Because I can do choreo. Not known as a freestyler, but like, I've been doing choreo just as long as I started, you know, like from day one. It's just like, I just happen to be a little bit better at the freestyle, you know what I'm saying? There's this divide, and then there's a hierarchy. And then there's ego, and all this shit gets in the way. And I'd like to see that die off. Now, of course, is that realistic? Maybe not. But we could definitely, like, gain awareness. Me as a teacher, like, if you step into my class, like, I'm telling you, like, go take class. Like, go take any class. Well, not just any class, but, you know, because, you know. But take these classes. I recommend the people that I know are going to spread knowledge, give you knowledge, open you up. You know, we need to be I think we should be putting people who are spreading awareness, spreading knowledge, because that's all I was ever given when I first started. Or my teacher, his name's Reggie. I mean, I met him in San Diego, he lives in the Bay right now. And he was like, oh yeah, this is house. He's like, but there's tap. You know, like there's various African dances. He's like, yo, you should take hip hop class. Oh, you should take popping too. Like that was my intro, is he just open-armed me and he said, go learn about dance as a whole. He's like, oh yeah, choreography, yeah. 220, like choreo cookies, yeah, they teach if you want to take those classes, you know? And I was like, oh, okay, dope. You know, it wasn't like this, oh, don't do these things. It wasn't cutting people off. It wasn't limiting people. It was opening people up to the world of it, you know? And that's something I think we need to be doing more of.